y'all. Welcome back to Audiotree Live, the place to find your new favorite band. I am your loving host, Psalm 1, and today is Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. Now, this next band is among those bringing Irish folk music to the masses with big, bare, autobiographical tunes to get lost in. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Amble.
Stop the thoughts intrusion, blood inside my veins, mortar up all the illusion. We were born and die this way, and you race around your actions. You call out Tel Aviv. I'm amazed by your distraction. You're not amazed by me, yeah. Magistrates and monsoons, they justify their blame. They could help your situation, and sure they know the game. Like the piper they have called me to join them, and you may, but I'll never hear another word you say, yeah. It's not your fault, you're just trying to live a life. But when I walked into the room and I hear you with that sigh, it turned me hostile just a little, not enough to blow the top. And I know you feel it from me. You wish for me to stop, not to stop the thoughts intrusion. Blood inside my veins, motor up all the illusion. We were born and die this way. You race around your actions, you call out Tel Aviv. I'm amazed by your distraction. You're not amazed by me, yeah. Not amazed by me. 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 Not amazed by me.
Ready? Schoolyard Days.
Take me back to the schoolyard days. Rosy ring. Know to be schoolboys again. Alive, oh, we would sing. Two birds on the telephone wire. Long rides we would lie. My brother, those days are gone. So go on now, go fly. Go fly, go fly. Two birds on a telephone wire. Bell rings, it's your time. My brother, those days are gone. So go on now, go fly, go fly, go fly.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I roam all alone on your island, and I can hear your voice in my mind, and I can feel the cold, cold of your hand, and I am lost, you're one of a kind. And the water's not as blue as it first was. It's no longer the island of sun. And the mountains are taller than ever before. And I know it's not an island for one. You lay all alone on your island, for I was too busy on my own. What I give just to row a boat to you, it's too late, the boat is gone. Water's not as blue as it first was. It's no longer the island of sun. And the mountains are taller than ever before. And I know it's not an island for one. Water's not as blue as it first was. It's no longer the island of sun. And the mountains are taller than ever before. I know it's not an island for one.
Hey guys, something interesting you might not know about this YouTube channel is 80% of you all watching this video right now are not subscribed. So if you could pretty please hit that subscribe button below, and we're going to do our best to keep bringing the most amazing musicians from all over the world just to play for you. All right, back to the show. Yes, we're here with Ross, Robbie, Oisin, Shawnee, Liam, and Smithy, better known as Amble. How y'all doing today?
Doing good.
Doing great.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, during soundcheck, so many of you wax poetic about bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. How many of you have become connoisseurs, and what does a bacon, egg, and cheese really need to make it go from good to great?
I think it's all about the bun.
Yeah?
I think you got the right bun. It's pretty self-explanatory after that, yeah.
Sure.
Get a nice egg in there, bacon. It's all about the bun.
Yeah, okay, because if you have bad bread, it's like, come on.
Bad bread, forget about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Forget about it.
Oisin, you're from Sligo, is that
Yes,
true?
yeah.
Quick question, how long before Sligo wins the Sam Maguire Cup?
Wow. Great question. It's coming. It's on the way. Actually, would know a lot of the players who play for a Sligo football team, and I believe it's coming.
Yeah.
The next 50 years.
Chicago has a great Irish history. Tons of our fave actors and comedians are of Irish descent. So I know the city welcomes you with open arms. I would imagine like maybe Boston would be almost like a second home almost. How was the show you just played here at Lincoln Hall in May? How was that?
We actually said it this morning as soon as the bus landed. We were like, shoulders down in Chicago. We love it here. I think, as you said, it's just a great Irish community and it just feels homely. And the last time we played in Lincoln Hall, and it was a gorgeous show. And then before that, we played in Scuba's.
Right.
Yeah, that was a great one.
And it was lovely. But we've had two great shows in Chicago. We love the city, and now we're playing Park West, and it's always one on the tour poster that you're looking forward to. You're looking forward to coming to Chicago.
I think it's our biggest show in the US on this run, or it's close to it. It might be the biggest show. So
Really nice.
Chicago comes out for us.
Yes, I love that. Have you ever had a chance to explore the city off stage?
I did a little bit. I came here before.
Okay.
I went and I saw the Bean and the
The Bean.
Yes.
down by the water. It was gorgeous. I love it. But that was a good few years ago. But we actually, the first time we were here as well in Scuba's, me and Robbie went. We went wandering. We had a lovely day.
Went to a couple of pubs.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Good fun.
I've got a lot of family around Park Ridge as well. So
Oh, really?
I've been here a couple of times, and there's a lot of them coming tonight. So
Nice.
got a lot of family in
It's
Chicago.
the biggest show in America.
I love that. So your origin story is very interesting as it's steeped in academia and also education. So Oisin, you were a data scientist for Pfizer?
Yeah. Nightmare.
Yeah.
I was very happy to give it up for this life. So, but I studied like science in college, but I always wrote songs. I always played music like in bars in Ireland, and this was always the passion. So, feel very lucky that this is my life now, to be honest.
Yeah, and then you both were teachers and educators, right?
I was elementary school and primary school, we call it in Ireland, and Ross was secondary school, high school, you call it over here. He was a gym teacher, PE teacher, yeah.
I love that. How about over here? What were you all doing before doing Amble?
There's some teachers on this side of
Okay, I love that. Yeah.
Me and Shawnee were teachers. We taught together for a while in the school, actually, as well. Primary school as well.
Awesome.
We were 2 years ahead of Robbie in the same college. We didn't know what times, but we knew I knew there's a fella a couple of years below me that was real good at music, and he heard about me and Smitty, I'm sure, as well, you know.
Never heard of it.
Found that guy.
Who is that man? And lastly,
I was a therapist.
Okay.
So I think that's part of my role as well here now. Kind of keep everyone in line.
yes, absolutely. So I was just going to ask how that informs the way the band operates, but therapist, we got it.
That's it.
Absolutely. What's some of the best advice you've gotten going from that world to this crazy world of playing music? Because you're a relatively new band, but music has always been a part of what's going on. It's at least as far as what I've read about you all.
I think.
But how does that?
Yeah, I think we're very lucky that we have such a big group and a nice group that all gets on so well. I think if I was doing it individually, I wouldn't be able. And I don't know. I think I'd have lost my head already at this stage. But I think we're very good at just living in the moment and taking it show by show and day by day. Like there's arena shows coming up for us in Ireland at the end of the year, and we were lucky enough to support Hosier in places like Fenway Park and the Rogers Stadium and stuff. But if you start thinking about all that, you'll you'll lose your head. So we're very good at just taking it day by day and just enjoying each day as it comes. Even today, like, this is brilliant to be in here
great.
doing this. It's very cool, so we love it.
We love to have you here, and that 1-2 punch of Audiotree, and then a show later, you'll be all juiced up and warmed up for the show later for your whole family coming over. So it'll be good
100%.
stuff.
That's great.
So there's a timeless quality about your music, and like I said, you attribute it to having a thread of music played in your households during your childhood. Can you shout out some of the music you grew up on? Because we're all about discovery here, and you might shout out a band somebody wants to like.
Well, I think growing up, my family listened to. We lived on the east coast of Ireland growing up, but every weekend we drove to the west because that's where both of my parents are from. And in the car, it was constantly just people like Planksty, a great Irish band, Luke Kelly, the Cranberries, U2, Bob Dylan, Fleetwood Mac, John Prine. I absolutely love John Prine. He's a huge influence to me, and I know he's from around these parts as well. People like that. Bread is a huge one as well. I absolutely love Bread, and I introduced Bread to these guys last year in America on a tour, and now they love Bread. So
nice.
They're my picks.
Yeah, and a lot of them are the same as Robbie. Me and Robbie kind of bonded over that shared love of John Prine and the ballads and all that. So a lot of them are similar. Chris Christopherson as well, another man we both love. So yeah, so many. The Eagles.
Yeah.
I love the Eagles. Kind of got a little Eagles thing going on here. We all hate each other as well.
Robbie, you said that in the studio it's just you all kind of sitting around a circle and playing around a microphone. That's just a really raw way to get the songs done. Tell me about how when the song is coming together and how you're kind of connecting the dots. Is it lyrics first, melodies first? Like, are you just jamming first? Like, can you give us a little glimpse into that process?
Yeah, well, I suppose the first point about the studio and us sitting around, it's just all we've ever known. We write songs individually and we bring them together and we write them together. There's no real formula of doing it, but I often know, or I always know, and I'd say the boys are the same, when you write a good one, you get excited to think, what's Ross and Oisin going to add to this, and the boys, and that's when you know you have a good one, because then you get into the studio and straight away it just clicks. But there is no formula. It's never. Often Ross might write an instrumental and Oisin or myself might put lyrics to it, or the other way around. But yeah, it's kind of individual more so.
And I think like this is how we record. This is how we play in studios, because we love like bouncing off each other in the room and trying to capture that energy in the track.
Yeah.
And more often than not, the songs that have come out have been first take.
Yeah, you can sometimes hear the creaks and the chairs.
That's when you're not trying. I think it's the first take, and after that you're trying to recapture what you did the first time. So, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And I think that just translates so well to your live show. And becomes seamless.
Yeah. Well, I think that was big for us, is that we wanted our live show to, what you hear is what you get, and it's the same on Spotify.
People used to say after our shows, like the first year, being like, "You sound better live than on Spotify." We were like, "Sorry about that." We just threw it up.
In 2025, you released a live album, and then Reverie. This is considered a debut.
That's our debut,
correct?
yeah.
But then you're about to release an EP. The first song you played, and then the next song you're going to play are from an upcoming EP. What can you tell us about that?
Well, that was our first time ever working with a producer on this EP. We were lucky enough to work with Philip Weinrobe. He's a producer based in Brooklyn, and he produced Adrian Lenker's Bright Future album, and that's an album that we all have a shared love for. We just think it's unbelievable, and we were just really, really excited to work with him. Having been the first producer we worked with, it was a bit crazy, but he's a pure genius. Like we just got in the room with him for a couple of days in Brooklyn in January, and he brought in some of the most talented musicians you'd ever meet, and we just showed them our songs, and we all started jamming and playing them, very similar to the way we would at home in Ireland and the way we have recorded, but with Philip at the desk, and we're really, really excited about these songs. We think that they've elevated what we've already created to a new level. So
I think they've elevated it but also keeping it it's all real. It's all, we've added a few more instruments, but it's still that take in the room, which is so special for us. Yeah, that's kind of the way we.
Yeah, there's nowhere to hide when you do it in one take. It's like, if you fuck up, it's going out there. It's going on Spotify.
It's always me as well.
Well, that's a lot going into 2025. So when you're done with tour, when you're done with that last Dublin show, what's the first thing you're going to do?
sleep. Go home to my mammy.
We're all from really small communities and villages in the country, so I'm looking forward to going like west Ireland and going for a swim in the sea and stuff, and none of this. But,
Yes.
As much as I love this, it's like we're basically on the road till December, so we're just going at it, and then I think when we get home we'll chill.
Yeah, we have friends and family that we haven't seen much of at all this year, so that's my first protocol. After that last gig, we'll just go home and chill out.
Absolutely, I love that. Well, let's get back into the music.
Cool, let's do it.
Thank you.
I am no longer that child. You must learn we don't live in that time. We solve by the scorn. But all I wanna know is he fell in love. And all I wanna know is the man I never knew. And I have moved and I will bring you. You cannot force a man's feet. The horse, he stands and stares at water, afraid of what lies beneath. But all I wanna know is he fell in love. And all I wanna know is the man I never knew. Hand-me-downs with dirty pounds, oh, days I reveal. Well, times of pain and childhood games, oh, stories I fear will disappear with you. With 30 pounds, oh, days I reveal. Times of pain and childhood games, oh, stories I fear disappear with you. And all I wanna know is that you fell in love.
Okay, we'll just go.
Put it right between my lips and I bit down with the light. Well, I asked her had she anything. She handed me a light, and with that light I took a drag and I watched the world go by. You were mine and I was yours, and our limit was the sky. And we watched time go by. Well, I told her ask me anything, but she asked me how to cry. When I think of you, I know forever I will be happy as a fool, because together we are free. Well, we cantered on by the statue where once Phil and it stood, met by a Scobie being hoisted outside Mary's pub. You'd never seen the like before, or e'er a scene so daft, and the cobbles were lit up by the enchantment of your laugh. And we watched the time go by. Well, I told her, ask me anything. She asked me how to cry. And when I think of you, I know forever I will be happy as a fool, because together we are free. Well, we watched the buskers play a tune on Lower Grafton Street, and I tried to grab your finger, but I wasn't so discreet. You smiled, embraced my hand, and pulled me into some old bar. We drank a drop and we twirled and talked about our life so far. And we watched the time go by. Well, I told her, ask me anything. She asked me how to cry. And when I think of you, I know forever I will be happy as a fool, because together we are free. Well, he swallowed down his last drop and began to feel the heat. Well, he gestured to the barman that it was his time to leave. With a cap upon his head, he thought of home in Skibbereen. Said we were the finest couple that his eyes had ever seen. And we watched the time go by. Well, I told her, ask me anything. She asked me how to cry. And when I think of you, I know forever I will be happy as a fool, because together we are free. And as she boards her plane back to her home in Amsterdam, she'll study for the year before returning to our land. She said she loves a man and he is stationed far away. And with him her precious love, she says, forever it will stay. And we watched time go by. Well, I told her, ask me anything. She asked me how to cry. And when I think of you, I know forever I will be happy as a fool, because together we are free.
Beautiful. A massive thank you to Amble for joining us today. And as always, major love to our camera ops, engineers, dogs, editors, and artists here at Audiotree, spreading the gospel of live music. These hardworking lads are on the road right now and throughout the year and beyond, so get tickets when they're in your area. Also get into their catalog, including the debut album Reverie. And by the time you see this, a new EP, Hand-Me-Downs, will be out too. And like I always say, baby doll, Likes are good, but subscribing to Audiotree means you get these dope videos at the top of your feed as soon as they drop. Get cool merch at audiotree.shop. And finally, follow Audiotree on social media for more fun content. This is Psalm 1 signing off. And remember, y'all, stay dangerous and drive safe. All right? See you next time. Peace.